really happened behind MC Lyte's whirlwind marriage and shocking divorce. For years, fans celebrated her as a trailblazer in hip-hop, but her personal life took a turn that no one saw coming.
During the dating process, a lot of women don't like to ask questions because they want to feel like they're okay with everything. I feel like there are phases whenever a relationship is ending, whether you're married or not.
From a dreamy wedding in Jamaica to allegations of cheating, secret double lives, and swirling rumors about her true love interests, this story is packed with twists you won't believe. Watch until the end, because the biggest revelations about her new relationship and the truth behind the speculation will leave you stunned. The beginning of a surprising love story. For years, MC Lyte kept her personal life tucked away from the public eye. Known as one of the first female rappers to break barriers in hip-hop, she focused on her music, business ventures, and philanthropy, rarely giving outsiders a glimpse into her dating world. That's why fans were shocked when she revealed she had found love on Match.com, a platform no one expected a celebrity of her status to use. Her connection with John White, a Marine veteran and entrepreneur, seemed genuine in the beginning. Within a short time, their online conversations blossomed into something real, and in August 2017, they tied the knot in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Their wedding was a lavish celebration filled with flowers, flowing gowns, and breathtaking Caribbean scenery. Guests described it as a dream come true, with Lyte looking radiant in her bridal attire and John standing proudly by her side. To many, it felt like a fairy tale ending for someone who had spent decades blazing her own trail in an industry that often tried to box her in. The pictures showed happiness, laughter, and romance. Supporters congratulated her for finding a partner who appeared to match her energy, but even as the photos went viral, whispers began to surface that the chemistry felt staged, and some critics questioned whether this love story was as solid as it seemed. Cracks beneath the surface. Behind the glitz and glamour of that Jamaican wedding, the reality of their relationship was far more complicated. According to reports, trouble began brewing almost immediately after the ceremony. Though they officially stayed married for 3 years, sources close to the couple claim that they had already separated within just 5 months of saying, "I do." MC Lyte herself later admitted that she had made mistakes during the dating process.
In the very beginning, I was very distraught. I feel like there are phases whenever a relationship is ending, whether you're married or not.
She confessed that she avoided asking tough questions early on because she wanted to believe everything was fine. That silence may have created gaps in the relationship that became impossible to close once they were married. Fans who looked back at the wedding photos even claimed the body language between the two appeared distant, fueling speculation that the spark simply wasn't there. The early separation shocked those who had traveled across the world to celebrate their union. Friends and family members who witnessed the glamorous Montego Bay ceremony couldn't believe the couple was already living apart before the ink on the marriage license had even dried. Lyte later revealed how devastating it was to juggle the pressure of fixing the marriage for herself, while also feeling obligated to make it work for the people who had invested in their love story.
If there are children, people who flew all the way to wherever to see you all get married, and then you get to a point where this ain't working, it doesn't matter.
From the outside, people wondered what went wrong so quickly. Was it personality clashes, unrealistic expectations, or was there something deeper lurking beneath the surface? While Lyte stayed graceful and chose not to air every detail publicly, her comments hinted at a painful truth, that love built on shaky foundations can crumble faster than anyone expects. The painful divorce process. When MC Lyte filed for divorce in 2020, citing irreconcilable differences, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. To many, the news came out of nowhere. After all, her wedding had been a grand celebration just 3 years earlier, but Lyte herself admitted the split was far from sudden. In fact, she revealed that the process of walking away was emotionally exhausting, filled with denial, heartbreak, and tough realizations. She explained that when a marriage starts breaking down, the first instinct is to fix it for yourself, to prove that the love you once believed in can still survive. When that doesn't work, the pressure shifts to keeping it together for everyone else, the family members who supported you, the friends who cheered you on, and even the fans who admired your relationship from afar. Lyte confessed that she felt weighed down by those expectations, especially because her Montego Bay wedding had been such a grand spectacle. But as months turned into years, she began to see the truth. Forcing a broken marriage to survive only leads to more pain. Eventually, she realized that real strength isn't about clinging to something that's falling apart. It's about letting go so both people can find peace. What made the process even harder was that the divorce dragged on for nearly 3 years, reportedly because John White was hesitant to sign the papers. During that time, speculation ran wild, and every headline seemed determined to twist her story into something more scandalous than it really was. Lyte later shared that she had to block out the noise and focus on herself. She didn't want her journey reduced to rumors or internet gossip. For her, the divorce was not just about ending a marriage, it was about reclaiming her happiness and proving that a failed relationship does not define your worth. Was infidelity involved? Of course, no celebrity divorce is free from speculation, and Lyte's was no exception. Almost immediately, whispers began circulating that John White had been unfaithful. Anonymous sources claimed he was living what they called a double life, stepping outside of the marriage while portraying himself as the devoted husband. Social media lit up with theories, and fans who once celebrated their love story began questioning if betrayal had been the real reason behind their quick separation. The rumors grew even louder when some suggested that John's motives for marrying Lyte might not have been purely romantic. Stories surfaced online accusing him of enjoying the benefits of being married to a hip-hop legend while pursuing his own interests in secret. Others speculated that he was trying to position himself to benefit from her financial empire, despite Lyte later making it clear that her assets were fully protected by a prenuptial agreement. Lyte herself stayed classy, refusing to fan the flames of gossip. She never directly confirmed or denied the infidelity claims, choosing instead to focus on moving forward. But her silence didn't stop the conversation. It only made people more curious. Fans combed through interviews, analyzed her social media, and tried to connect the dots, convinced there was more to the story than she was letting on. True or not, the rumors of unfaithfulness added a dramatic twist to her already painful divorce. They transformed what could have been a quiet, private separation into a public spectacle. And for Lyte, the hardest part wasn't just dealing with a failed marriage, it was watching the narrative of her life being rewritten by speculation. In the end, the real truth about whether cheating played a role may never be fully known, but the damage done by the rumors was undeniable, protecting her fortune. As her divorce played out, the biggest rumor was that John White was after MC Lyte's money. Blogs claimed he wanted her royalties, properties, even her touring income, but Lyte quickly shut all of that down. In interviews and on Instagram, she revealed that thanks to a prenuptial agreement, her entire catalog, assets, and earnings remained untouched. She explained that despite selling millions of records, most of her income came from touring, not publishing royalties. She even shared how, early in her career, she bought a house but couldn't afford curtains after furnishing it. Proof that her success came with struggles too. Lyte made it clear the divorce was not about money. John never tried to take her fortune, and the stories were exaggerated for clicks. Her empire stayed intact because she had prepared for the unexpected long before walking down the aisle. And in the end, her transparency about money silenced critics while inspiring younger artists to protect themselves the same way. The questions about her sexuality. Even after her divorce, questions about MC Lyte's sexuality resurfaced. Many fans admitted they were surprised she married a man at all, since rumors had long suggested otherwise. For decades, whispers linked her to Queen Latifah, with some convinced their close bond went beyond friendship. Lyte later addressed the speculation, insisting her connection with Latifah was built on trust and respect, not romance. She admitted the gossip bothered her in the beginning, but eventually refused to let it define her. To Lyte, labels were limiting, and she wanted the freedom to live on her own terms. Still, the speculation never fully went away. She made it clear her choice to marry was based on her belief in love and partnership, not on proving anything to outsiders. In her words and actions, she reminded people that identity can't be reduced to rumors. Instead, she wanted to be remembered for her contributions to music, her resilience, and her legacy as a trailblazer who refused to let gossip control her story. The Queen Latifah connection. No conversation about MC Lyte's personal life is complete without mentioning Queen Latifah. Their bond has always been one of the strongest in hip-hop, built on years of collaboration, support, and friendship. Lyte has openly praised Latifah, calling her a sister and crediting her with changing how female MCs are respected in the industry. But because of that closeness, speculation never stopped. Fans pointed to Latifah's powerful on-screen roles, like her breakout in Set It Off, as reasons to believe the two shared more than friendship. For years, both women stayed quiet, refusing to let outsiders dictate their narrative. When Lyte finally addressed the rumors, she explained that their relationship was built on transparency and honesty, not romance. She admitted the whispers were annoying at first, but ultimately, she and Latifah had nothing to prove. Their connection was proof that two powerful women could uplift each other without needing to fit into the public's assumptions. Still, the mystery around their bond kept people talking. Even today, some fans refuse to let go of the idea that there's more to the story. But Lyte has made it clear, no matter what people choose to believe, she and Latifah remain allies, sisters, and champions for one another. A new chapter in love. After her painful divorce, MC Lyte found love again with Aaron Johnson, a tech industry professional. Unlike the bold, roughneck type she once celebrated in her music, Johnson was calm, grounded, and brought stability into her life. Lyte admitted that being with him was an adjustment, but she believed he reflected her personal growth. Her family adored him, calling him a ray of sunshine, and together they built a bond rooted in peace rather than chaos. Though both had been divorced before, Lyte teased that marriage wasn't off the table, just not something they were rushing into. However, when fans noticed she deleted many of their photos online, speculation began again, leaving people to wonder if this new chapter would stand the test of time. Was it simply a private move to protect her relationship, or a sign of deeper issues? Either way, her love life continues to keep fans guessing, proving that MC Lyte's story is far from over. From a dream wedding in Jamaica to a painful divorce clouded by rumors, from whispers about her sexuality to a surprising new romance, MC Lyte's story proves that even legends face battles behind the spotlight. Yet through heartbreak, speculation, and endless gossip, she has remained resilient, never allowing the noise to define her legacy. What's clear is that MC Lyte is more than just a pioneer in hip-hop. She's a woman who fought for her happiness, protected her empire, and refused to let the world dictate her truth. Whether it's her rumored ties to Queen Latifah, the mystery surrounding her ex-husband, or the question of where her new relationship stands today, one thing is certain: her personal life continues to fascinate fans just as much as her music ever did. And here's the real kicker: her story is still unfolding. Will she walk down the aisle again? Or is she done with marriage for good? Will the speculation about her private life ever fade? Or will it keep fueling the fire around her name? What do you think? Was MC Lyte protecting herself all along? Or is there still more to this story than she's revealed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is far from over, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next twist in the world of hip-hop's most unforgettable icons.